Zach, can you tell us just how deflating it felt there in that last session to lose the 3 wickets? It had been a bit of a fight back, and then Lions come at you pretty hard.
Yeah, obviously very disappointing. Uphill battle from here. The boys are going to give it a good crack tomorrow. But yeah, obviously we're staring down the barrel, so it's disappointing right now. But yeah, let's say we'll never give up.
Did you feel like maybe if you were not out overnight, you could help out and do something special? Did you feel like you as the set guy, that was the sort of the chance to be there in the morning?
Yeah, when you're at the crease, you never consider that the game's over. Like you think like as long as you're there. Like when you get out, obviously that those feelings change. But when I was out there, yeah, I felt like we had great players at the crease and coming in still. With Jaxie still coming in, so yeah, obviously you never give up and you always feel like you got hope.
And obviously the target is a huge world record. If you don't get there, it's 3-0 and you've lost before Boxing Day. That's just even hearing that must hurt.
Yeah, it's disappointing. We came here to win the Ashes and yeah, obviously we're staring down the barrel now, but there'll still be plenty to play for and we'll definitely view it like that.
And in a wider sense, over the last 4 weeks, whatever it's been, how hard has it been coming up against a team who haven't let you get out of jail at any point?
Yeah, it's been tough. They're a very, very good side. I feel like, yeah, it was always going to be tough coming up here, against them, and they were the favourites going into it, and they've proven why. They've played very, very well, and made it very hard for us. And yeah, obviously we've been, slightly short of our best, but a lot of credit has to go to them. They've not allowed us to be our best, really.
We'll go back right, George, and then Stefan at the front.
Good day, Zach. Well batted. That was quite a different innings in a way. Can you talk to it? It looked like you had a slightly different technique, slightly more open, and also, I don't know, probably a lot more patient than we've seen from you in the past. Is that fair?
I was just trying to see ball and hit ball, really. It wasn't on purposely a bit slower. I mean, they bowled well. They didn't give me a lot early, and yeah, no, I was just trying to play every ball on its merits, and certainly it wasn't on purpose. And I certainly didn't change my technique, but yeah, I was just trying to see ball and hit ball.
Stefan at the front here.
It's felt like the batting approach of the whole team has been more measured across the Test match, particularly today. Is that a fair comment and something that you guys have spoken about?
We haven't spoken about that for sure. No, I think they've bowled very well and haven't given us a lot. You look at Boland, for one of them, like he just very rarely misses, and so it's hard to play that way that we have in the past, perhaps, and they have to get credit for that. And they set good fields, in fairness to them. Yeah, and it's just a nutritional style of cricket over here, and they don't allow it. It's not as easy to score quickly out here.
After the last test, when you hear the captain say that the dressing room is no place for weak men, how does that message filter around the rest of the players?
I didn't see it, so I wasn't really looking out for it. But we take everything that's said in here and in the media with a pinch of salt. And
you did say that, though.
He did say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I didn't see that.
Okay. And what has the messaging from Ben and Brendan been since the last test?
Very positive, same as always, and just trying to be optimistic, trying to play our way, which is with lots of freedom, and felt like we could do something special going into this game.
Will, and then we'll go Josh. Will at bottom left here.
Zach, obviously, when you play for England, there's always immense pressure, but is there a sense at this stage of the series, and this fourth innings particularly, you guys are all your careers are all on the line in a way. There's, go 3-0 down in an Ashes series, and we kind of know anything can happen after that. A lot of careers end on Ashes tours. Did you have that sense today? It looked like, I don't know, you kind of look like a man who's batting for his life a little bit more than usual.
No, if anything, I felt really relaxed today. I think that's why I played nicely. I was just trying to, like I said, play and take the scoreboard out of us. And when we talk about it a lot, it's taking the scoreboard out of it. And no, if anything, I felt the opposite to that. I felt quite calm.
And in terms of getting a pair in Perth, and then things, largely things have gone pretty well since. How have you how do you manage that situation? Because other guys have tough games and seem to go south, whereas you've just managed to hang on there.
Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of I don't listen to any outside noise, and that helps. And I felt like I was hitting the ball pretty well before Perth, and two ducks doesn't change that. two pretty average shots, but that doesn't change that I felt in good nick, and so I just try to stick with that and play the same way. And obviously I've wanted more for myself, and I wanted more today. I wanted more in Brisbane. You know, I always want bigger scores that are going to change the course of the game. And you know, while I've batted nicely, I haven't managed to do that, which is disappointing.
We'll go Josh, Cameron at the back, in the middle here. Josh, go ahead.
Sorry, hey Zach. Just before lunch we saw you in a little exchange with Pat Cummins that certainly got the crowd involved. Can you sort of take us inside that moment?
Trying to remember what happened now. Yeah, it was. I think there was someone moved behind the bowler's arm, and something before. There was a bit of dirt on the pitch. He obviously thought I was time wasting. I wasn't. And then there was someone behind the bowler's arm.
Cameron back right, and then we'll go Mel, and then we'll do one more. Go ahead, Cameron.
Hi there. You guys went to the first week pretty much immediately against Spinster. Can you just explain kind of why that was the right option today?
Well, we swept a couple early, and then the reverse felt better after we've got the field where we wanted on the leg side, because there was only a couple of fielders there, so it was less. If you were to top edge one, it was, you know, there's only that guy at point.
Can I just confirm, like, the reverse is kind of always premeditated?
Yeah, reverse is premeditated, and so is the sweep. Really, sometimes you can see it outside off, but all of my ones, I can't speak for the other guys, but all my ones were premeditated.
And then you and Ollie Pope have been friends for a long time, you know each other since you were kids. Kind of come up together as his friend, and what's it like kind of seeing him go through this difficult time with that?
That's just cricket, to be honest. You know, I've had lots of tough times. So has everyone in that change room. So has everyone who's ever played cricket. And yeah, I feel like Popey gets, you know, a hard time sometimes. I'm trying to work out why. He's played really well in the last year. He's got big hundreds when we need him to against tough opposition. You know, in a lot of occasions when we need him to score runs, he has done. Yeah, he's had a couple of quiet games, but I think he's an unbelievably good player who plays in a really hard role at number 3. And I think he's playing well. And obviously, like, he would want more for himself than he's got, but you know, you can't underestimate some of the good knocks he's played.
And one each, Mel, then we'll finish with Lawrence and then we'll do.
Zach, I know you say that you sort of shut out a lot of the outside noise and everything else, but I guess I just wonder though, has the way that this series has unfolded so far given you any sort of food for thought? Like, do you just go, well, that's cricket, maybe they're better than us, or has it given you sort of food for thought about what you do as a team or individually, just in what you need to improve?
Yeah, you're always looking to get better and find ways that you can compete better. I do like to keep it simple though, and I do just think they've been better than us. And that's, you know, a lot of the time, especially in England, we kind of look internally and go like, oh, what could we have done better? But they haven't allowed us to do. They've played really well, and obviously we could have been better, and that's a given. But they've made it very hard for us. They're a top team in their own conditions, and they've made it hard for us.